All right, we're asking Coach Amy Williams. Coach, if you'd like to make an opening statement, then take questions.
I'm just really excited about the way our team played as a group today, and another well-balanced effort. But I think the thing I'm most proud of is Prairie View is really, really good in transition. That was something that was our number 1, number 2, and number 3 keys for today's game, was to play, talk, locate in transition defense. We had kind of a plan and a scheme there, and that was going to be critical. And you know, on the stat sheet, 0 fast break points for them. That was a huge accomplishment. I thought our kids did a great job of really buying in and locking into what we needed to do to be successful in this particular game.
What do you think of Jazz's performance today, double-double?
Yeah, I'm really proud of her. I'm glad they've got kind of a healthy competition going on for who can be the leading rebounder, and I love it. It's everybody's kind of raising their game, and you know, normally it was kind of Bella and Izzy and Sam, and now they've got to kind of take Jazz serious on the leading the team in rebounding. So it's fun to see that. I think Jazz is playing incredibly confidently right now, and it's really good to see, and I think she just makes our whole team better when she's on the floor, makes everybody else out there better.
Scoring 100 points for the second game in a row, do you take anything from that?
Not really, other than when we share the basketball, move it, and you know, kind of have good balance from a lot of different areas, then we can have success on the offensive side of the ball. But other than that, I think we're not going to put too much on that.
Jazz is obviously known as a three-point shooter, but what do you like about her all-around game so far?
I think the big thing is just, you know, I think there's a confidence when she has the ball in her hands. Like, you know, I think, excuse me, it hasn't taken her long to kind of figure out, and I find that at times she's, you know, calling out a transition play or look, you know, something that I would call, you know, and I think just her IQ for the game and the way she's picked up, kind of getting 5 people on the same page on the court and confidently and comfortable. There's just a comfort from our whole team when the ball's in her hands.
How close are you kind of getting that rotation down? Are you still kind of figuring things out?
Yeah, I mean, clearly we're still kind of figuring it out. There's a lot of kids playing right now, and the first 2 ball games have presented the opportunity for us to do that. And, you know, when you have 3 games in 6 days, it's important to be able to look at a lot of different rotations. And right now it's been really good. It's posed us, I think, the opportunity to really, you know, I think in certain games situations, we've had certain players that have really elevated up, and there might be that throughout the whole season where this particular game warrants that this particular player is going to play a heavier load, and vice versa. So just being able to kind of right now keeping everybody sharp, keeping everybody fresh, and keeping everybody healthy is really important.
Sam Hyvee had 6 points, but she also kind of stuffed the stat sheet with, I think it was 8 rebounds, 9 assists. I know you've talked about her doing a lot of other things outside of scoring the basketball. But what did you see from her today?
Yeah, I think that just shows her maturity and leadership, and you know, there was a time early in Sam's career where she felt like if she wasn't scoring, then she wasn't helping her team, and I think she's proving to be over that, and she knows she can have a huge impact on the game, even if it's not with just putting the ball in the basket and just making other people better and doing a lot of little things that affect our success.
Past seasons, rebounding has hurt you at times. I mean, just overall, when you think practice, exhibition games, first 2 games, how are you feel like you're going to be as a rebounding team this year?
Well, this team has really made it a huge part of their vision and kind of the purpose of our team is to make that a big focus. And so I don't think we've arrived yet by any stretch of the imagination. We gave up 15 offensive rebounds, and I thought Prairie View did a great job of really crashing the glass hard. But we're seeing some improvement, and I think we want to continue to emphasize, grow, and be disciplined in that area.
What is it about the players that you have that you think rebounding should be good or a strength?
Well, number one, they have a strong want to, and that's where everything starts. Is that they're serious about wanting to be competitive in the Big Ten Conference. They know that the top rebounding team is usually sitting right up at the top of the Big Ten Conference. So they have a strong want to, and now it's about developing that discipline. And I've seen them work to develop habits that come from hard work, and so I believe that they can do it.
Yet another strong game coming out of halftime. I mean, 33 points out of halftime. And then even 28 in the first. You guys really know how to set the tone early, especially in like the first and third when momentum can kind of sway. If you want to speak on that and what you do to prepare your players.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've really taken that on themselves, and it starts with pretty good leadership. And I think, Izzy Bourne has done a great job of really setting the tone offensively, I think, in the first couple minutes of each half. And Josh Shelley and Sammy and those kids, I mean, I just think they really know how important the first 5 minutes of really every half are and setting tones. And I think that leadership from those captains has been really good there.
I'm going to ask a couple. Part of the scheduling piece, Amy, how much of that has to do with not having any real non-conference games last year and in your rotations, being able to play younger players more minutes?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of readjusting. It's a huge adjustment to go from the way our non-conference schedule or lack thereof 1 year ago affected the way we play, but also the way our roster or lack thereof, just bodies. There was mini games really early in our season last year where we would have 7, maybe 8 players available to us. So kind of adjusting to all those things, and to be quite honest with you, knowing that we would probably have a little more depth this year made it more comfortable or confident to schedule the way we have.
And then the last one, Alabama A&M on Sunday, Margaret Richards, former Husker, and then a couple Nebraska kids on that Alabama A&M team. You want to talk about Alabama A&M for a second?
Yeah, I mean, we're excited to have Margaret back home and be able to welcome her back to Lincoln, and just anytime other alum are able to be back on the sideline, we're very excited to honor them and have them back. And I know that there's a couple of Nebraska kids, and we're talking super seniors that are very experienced players that are going to be really motivated to come back to their home state and try to stick it to the Huskers. And so we're going to have to be sharp in that game, and hopefully we can learn some things from today and get recovered and rested and be ready to take them on.
Anything else, guys? Okay.